in the commentary box. Also joined alongside Alison Whitaker and Trish Johnson. Inbee Park has found the fairway.
Well, not a shock. Perfect position on number one. Just a small iron in. And you can see the pin's just in the middle of the green. There's going to be a lot of birdies on this hole today.
Much better angle here for Paddy Tavitanakit. They are quite generous, the fairways, but it does seem to favour your eye, one side or the other. That's a gorgeous shot to start her day. Tavitanakit, iron play was really sharp.
We're going to be seeing a lot of this. Lim Kim playing last. Long player from South Korea. And you wonder how she's going to cope with playing with the great Inbee Park. I think she's a little nervous. I mean,
just going to break a little bit from her left down the hill.
Oh, it's beautiful. You never.
It's a ways to play the course. Oh, Tavitanakit from the closest distance in. Oh, that's a beautiful putt, rolled it in.
Well, just when Inbee thought she had a share of the lead, Paddy Tavitanakit put the foot down, and that's a lovely opening birdie from the top. It's a blind tee shot. Have to be careful of those bunkers on the right-hand side. But down to a green, surrounded by water, but only a wedge in hand for the Mexican. Oh, and dialing it in beautifully. Super.
Second shot into number one for the world number one, Jin Young Ko. From the right-hand side of the fairway. That's an absolute beauty. It's actually got a chance. Ouch!
Esther Henselite on Germany. This was her third to the sixth hole. Trying to get it back on track. One over par at this point. Make that even par. So a brilliant.
Caroline Masson, another European player. Birdie putt at number 4. Nowhere but net.
Fang was, she was the queen for a while, but Lizette Salas always seems to find another notch. This was for birdie at 5, crept in that left-hand side, so that got her.
Nana Kurtz-Madsen for birdie at the very first hole, down the hill. Got off to an absolute fire.
Hitting yet another green to going close. Jin Young started the day 3 under par. And very quickly got that to 4 under. A tap in.
And the young superstar, Tavitanakit, birdie putt at the second, just to get to 4 under. Perfectly held, no worries.
Golf course yet to win this championship. This is just moments ago. 4 under. And, well, went in all confidently after it, so.
After that nice little birdie at the first, doesn't need driver here. No, it's kind of an awkward hole in the fact that it's probably about a 70-degree bend to round to the.
Oh, Angel Yin with a left to righter. Just for a birdie at the second. Decent start. Oh, no worries whatsoever.
The unmistakable swing of Inbee Park.
It's quite a fascinating swing. Have you ever tried to emulate it? It's quite bizarre. Like I've honestly, because you know, I know Sandy's down there calling this shot. Morning to you, Sandy.
Beautiful conditions down here. Now this is just 127, just to the right of the flag. Going to be pin high. Gives herself a good opportunity for birdie.
Yeah, it will be. Just kind of putting through the gully there. Here, Nielsen.
Danielle Kang has gone left there. It's okay down there, but it just very much depends.
$118 to the pin, tight left pin, just to the right of the flag, but will be in very good shape. Good shot in.
That's a great little bit. That will help Sandy.
Good drive, good vision of this left-hand pin, and a nice shot by Inbee Park. Sets herself up well for a birdie.
Very nice. Yeah,
half an hour after a huge deluge. This the birdie now for Tavitanakit at the 4th. She's heading in the right direction. Yes, and in it goes again. Wow, what a start from Ataya. 2 under.
Another putt to join the lead.
Yeah, never in doubt for the great Inbee Park.
What I found amazing was aim point. When I first did aim point, I could not, and it was, you know, I'm talking when I was still playing a lot.
Coaster. Down to 4 with Pujari and Anaru Khan.
But what a change in this hole today, Ali.
Yeah.
It's only 147 yards today. It's gonna, I mean, it's
A couple of different patches of grass on the back of this third green. Oof. I dare say that Daniel might have been in the thicker stuff, given that swing, maybe.
I tell you what a, whoa.
What a shot.
Behind the bunker, there will be a bit of a downslope. Again, going a little left of the flag. Very, very tight pin to be aggressive on.
Who's giving who the line?
Green, it's deep and there's not a lot of room to work with if you do happen to get in there. Low ball flight.
I remember playing, the first time I played with her, I thought, wow, wish I had a short game like that. I don't know a South African that doesn't have a great short game, to be honest. Thank you, Ashley Buhai.
Load this in. Yeah, it's well done, well pulled up.
A little bit disappointed with that after seeing Inbee's putt. It's given her a very good read, and she's...
Players just struggling a little bit here to make their par. Oh, and that's a rare mess for Inbee Park. Oh, very tentative on it.
And that's frustrating for Paddy Tavitanakit. It was a drive straight down.
Third to go in this group. No one's got close yet. Watched her play earlier in the week, and she was striping it. She will be as keen as mustard to get her first win on the board.
She's going about it.
That kind of, I'd say middle left today. It's down the hill in the...
Amy Yang. Wow. Now, Trish, I don't know if you've got a pair of trousers like that.
Surprisingly not.
Wouldn't you like to putt like that? This to move now to 5 under par and to get within 1.
Great shot in.
It's been revealed yet.
She's already got a movie about her back home in Thailand, so maybe that's the new career to come. In that goes for Jin Young Ko. Great birdie 2 at the par 3.
Oh, needs.
I can't keep up with her.
Well, the flat stick has gone cold for Inbee Park.
To extend her lead for 3 birdies on the bounce for Ataya Titikin. Yeo Kang.
Trying to get it back though, and there's a...
Wow, she's got some speed through the ball, hasn't she? Just using the 3-wood. Doesn't really matter.
Wow, and she does it. There's grit and resilience for you. Went in the water for Lynn. Yeah, very nicely done. And Shiyu
To keep it on that right side of the green, right centre.
Where's the miss, Sandy?
Oh, it's good, solid contact, but it's drifting left. And that is wet.
Talking of South Koreans, here's Amy Yang with a chance at the 8th.
Yeah, fine young player, Amy Yang. Not so young now, I remember. This is the perfect distance for her. She loves this. Just a little flick with the sand iron. Front pin. Pitch this pretty much all the way. Oh, look at that. It's genius. Absolute genius. Beautiful shot. Almost a tap-in birdie.
Yeah, just a pretty straightforward one. Got to be careful of a little ridge here, and that's what it's going to catch and pull it up. It's just off the edge.
Looked good for a long time. I know she talks to her coach, Grant Wade, a lot about course management. He himself a PGA Tour winner. You know, he's coached the likes of Aaron Badley, Mike Weir as well, and they got to know each other because they played a lot. You know, she's kind of based out of Price in the end. Was right in the go zone, as is Brooke Henderson at 8. And these par 5s, they're opportunities. They can be costly. It looks as though it's going to be the former of the two for the Canadian here. What a shot in.
Wow, that could definitely be up for our Singapore Airlines shot.
Back a few to the 6th hole with Shi Yu Lin. She has been striping it, add another to the list. So she's actually on the left side of the 3rd here, trying to wedge it through the trees. Seems quite happy with the strike, as she should be. It's one of those ones where her caddy Jesus is going to be sweating bullets. Birdies in the tank.
Oh, Sue O is trying to make inroads.
Previous hole, dropping a shot. Tavitanakit is also just drifting a little right centre. It should be okay.
3 of our winners from the first 3 tournaments of the year are here and playing well, and so it's been fantastic being here. I've absolutely loved it.
It was a great birdie from a different postcode to the 6th hole from Angel Yin. She's within 1. The shot end maybe deserved a little bit better there on the green for Brooke Henderson, and it's going to be a birdie nonetheless, and the easiest of those. Would have liked to have picked up 2. When you talk about that, Molly, because you've got quite an interesting view of the game and the fact that you're like, what can we improve for the player experience? Can you expand a little bit more?
Through the tracer that you were just talking about, that gave you some data right on the spot, and that's really important. So we are working with a lot of partners to try to advance our technology and reach the next level with that, because I think we bring the game to the fans.
How do you integrate that? The LPGA professionals, the Epson Tour as well. I know there have been some big changes. You know, obviously the name, but also the concept of sponsoring those players onto the tour is so awesome to hear. You must be really proud of those.
Yeah, we've had amazing players, and that integration that you talked about is really critical. Very few, if any, organizations hit a game, a sport from all levels.
Bogey at the 4th. Lydia Ko at the other par 3, the 7th. But I know exactly what you mean. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Lots of things spring to mind. Down the left, missed the fairway in the rough for Brooke Henderson. we've got Sandy the remix, but I'm sure she'll jump down. There's some huge trees that to interfere with things down on the 8th. Both the golf and the signal. That was nice. Came back in 2015, the Canberra Portland Classic, her first win on the LPGA. It's pretty cool to think about it, the moments of the...
Out in 32, the 19-year-old. Come from very humble beginnings in Thailand, loves the game, plays a lot for. Come on, this for Eagle. Hit the brakes early. That's going to be a tap-in birdie for Patty, who, well, not producing the score that she's after, because all of the players on the front page of the leaderboard are all in the red, 3 or 4 under par. Patty
Way back, right centre, high in the air. Now, will the wind affect these 2 shots? That looks like it is actually hanging a little bit down the right-hand side.
Back of the green at 12 for Jin Young Ko. It's going to go down the slope, a little bit of pace. I'll keep going. 4 for Jin Young, But it's another solid round so far, 3 under. Remember, she's had 12. Brooke Henderson now leaving the flagstick in for the Canadian, hoping this will bury itself in the cup, and it does. Oh, that's a super 3 from Henderson. Henderson now, she climbs to 6 under. Brooke Henderson, now Sue O looking to follow in her footsteps, also walk away with a 3. Ah, that's brilliant. Well played, Sue.
More off. Down that left-hand side.
There's plenty of golf to be played in Thailand, not just on the men's tour, but on the women's tour. And even in spite of the pandemic, Tavitanakit was able to play on her home tour in Thailand, where they get wonderful support and encouragement. And wow, and that is evident by the terrific shot the teenager once again has played. Responsible for your score in the professional ranks. And should players really in 2022 be responsible for their scores? I have to know what you think.
Putting back towards it there at 13. That was for birdie for Amy Yang, so it's going to be a 5.
Do you want to get involved with this? Not easy for Suo. Oh, or maybe it is.
She's taken half the hole out on the way in for Sue O. What an unbelievable.
Got a bit of experience in that regard.
Oh, I don't know. It's like golf was only invented in the last few years, wasn't it? No one's been doing that for the last 100 years now.
This is the full shot for Megan Kang. She's got to come over not just 1 bunker, but 2. Oh, that is so good. It is brilliant.
There's something in the sand down at the ridge that bisects the halves of 15 to Tavitanakit, trying to get up and down for her par at 12. We'll have a very good chance of doing just that.
Oh, that's great touch for Jin Young Ko, the world #1, going in with an iron.
Such a good point you raised earlier about how straight her legs are, Trish. And that's another that gets the straight bounce. They are banking on it kicking left. They're erring to the
reach the halfway mark. 68.
Tidicum from a long way away, and she's done exactly what the previous group.
Further to the right.
This is an interesting choice from quite a distance off the fringe. She's decided to putt it. Would she have got closer with a chip? Maybe not. Probably a pretty good.
Boom! And another one in. Angel Yin. Trish just mentioned.
A lot of break. Just got to have the pace right. Got to give it enough. Keep it on line. Like that. God, she's a genius, isn't she?
2 in a row. She joins the lead held by Amy Yang at 8 under for Tavitanakit. Back with Brooke Henderson at 18.
She did half get some whip through that ball, didn't she? Whoa.
Michelle Wee pipped everyone at the post. She's right in the thick of things again today. That's a round of 68.
Allow about another 3 or 4 feet because it's perfect for length, but it needed more break.
Birdie putt for Tavitanakit to finish with a flourish very nearly.
Nearly an island green. And Danielle Kang has this to move to 5 under. Brilliant. Walking it in. Confident putt from Kang. Kang.
Suggestion would be that's going a little right. Oh. Oh, that was an oh.
The commentary box full of sound effects, but it's an uphill putt for Danielle Kang. Stay there, stay there. Shows how slick the greens are here on the Tanjong.
Back here, 193, and it's sitting down. She's taking a rescue. She's trying to force this as far down as she can get it, and it's a pretty good effort. Just going to give herself just a little pitch in here from the front. It's about
for a hat trick to finish. Very nearly.
A big improvement.